East Coast Pete here. Welcome to my show, Who Named That Band? Today we're going to look at Lucifer. They are a multinational metal band formed in Berlin in 2014. And they are vocalist Sardonis, who's Joanna Sardonis, and she's the only constant. Current lineup includes drummer Nick Anderson and guitarists Martin Norden and Linus Björklund. And they're based in Stockholm. Now, I guess this is what you call doom metal, but it's really more occult metal. Sardonis had been known as half of The Oath with guitarist Leanna Olson, and this band rose from the ashes. The first single was titled Anubis. It was released in 2015, followed by their debut album Lucifer 1. Now based in Sweden, Sardonis married Nick Anderson, who could play guitar, bass, and drums, which he did on Lucifer 2. The new lineup was assembled for an American tour and a spot on Kiss Cruise 8. And they supported the Helicopters at 4 European gigs, and their success has been mostly in North America. So they continue to tour there, as in right now. Their musical style, this is a magic, occult, golden dawn kind of thing. There are no growls. Their guitars are only somewhat heavy. Shredding is not part of this. 777 is. Light/darkness, gray pillar, as above so below. Do as you will. There's no deviltry to speak of, no horror show, no violence or sexism. Not even radical, no protesting, no hell. No hell. That works. Lucifer 3 will be released in March of 2020. Take a minute and talk a little bit about this. Excuse me a sec. It's very easy to think of a band like this just choosing a name like Lucifer because, they want to sell records and it'll bring people and put them fannies in the seats, right? Because everybody wants to know about Lucifer, right? And so, but then you see they don't have any of the actual misinterpretations of who Lucifer is. I think they're more about how maybe Lucifer isn't such a bad guy in the first place. Maybe he's just got a bad reputation. Maybe the people who decided that he's the bad guy are the people that are actually your enemy. Something to think about. Lucifer means bringer of light. And, we all like light, right? This is also known as the Prince of the Earth. And there are occult groups who believe that Lucifer has done much, much more for the men and women and children who live here throughout our ages than Jehovah ever did or ever will do. It's really a matter of a belief system, and I like to hook it all up with ancient Sumer, and I like to think of Lucifer as representing Ea or Enki, and that Jehovah is represented by Enlil. And apparently the Bible says that it was Enlil who caused the flood, and it was Enki who saved mankind from disappearing off the face of the earth by figuring something out. I'm not saying it was an ark with animals. It might have been a boat or a submarine with DNA samples, something like that. But he didn't want it to go away. He wanted it to stay. It doesn't seem very evil, does it? Ea is where we get the name of our planet, Earth. And I also think that there's some kind of reference to the Greek mythology, because Poseidon had a pitchfork called a trident, and he lived in the ocean. Somehow the ocean turned into hell. Because, you know, hell is very cold. It's not a hot burning place. There may be a lake of fire, but that's more like a resort area of hell where, you know, people go to chill out, I guess. But the thing is, it all matters about what you believe. If you believe in something strong enough, it will be so for you. Not necessarily for me. Not necessarily for the guy next door. Not necessarily for the guy in some foreign country. You believe, for you it's so. And that's the grace of it all, the fluidity of your belief. And that's magic. Thanks for being with me on my show. Who named that band? Next up, Eclipse. Take good care.